Hello and welcome to Levant TV Headlines. A UN expert monitoring sanctions against al-Qaida says the Islamic State group has received between $35 million and $45 million in ransom payments in the past year. French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius says Paris is pushing for safe zones to be set up in Syria where citizens would be out of reach of regime forces and Islamic State jihadists. UN Chief Ban Ki-moon has urged Israel and the Palestinians to step back from the brink and return to peace talks amid European moves toward recognizing Palestine. A new airstrike hit the Libyan capital Tripoli's sole operational airport a day after a raid claimed by forces loyal to a prominent anti-Islamist general. And US Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel has submitted his resignation amid White House concerns about his effectiveness and broader criticism from outside about the administration's Middle East crisis management. Now let's take a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting with the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that US Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel has resigned after criticism of the campaigns in Afghanistan and against the ISIS group. The paper also reports that the flag-down rate of taxis in Dubai has been hiked from 3 dirhams to 5 dirhams and will come into effect from December the 1st. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that Italian officials expressed happiness during their meeting with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi about his selection to Italy as the first station within his European tour, saying this reflects strong bilateral ties. The paper also reports that actor Ahmed Rateb travelled to Morocco accompanied by co-stars of Zanet Regala drama, a work that will participate in the 9th session of the Tetuan Mediterranean Multi-Theatre Space Festival. Lebanon's Daily Star leads reporting that Prime Minister Tamam Salam has launched a campaign to support efforts to help ease the burden on both the Syrian refugees and their Lebanese hosts. The paper also reports that an alleged search of the Palestinian Football Association headquarters in the West Bank by the Israeli military was denounced as intolerable and unacceptable by Asian Football Confederation President Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from the UK papers. The Independent leads its Middle East news, reporting that police are attempting to track down a Kurdish teenager from London who is feared to have travelled to Syria to fight against ISIS militants engaged in the country's bloody civil war. If so, the 17-year-old would be known as the first British female to fight against the extremists. The Telegraph leads its Middle East news, reporting that Yemeni security forces have freed 7 Yemeni hostages and 1 foreigner in a special operation in which 7 al-Qaida kidnappers were killed. The country's Supreme Security Committee did not disclose the nationality of the foreign hostage, nor say where in Yemen the operation took place. The Guardian reports that a High Court judge has ordered Goldman Sachs to reveal how much profit it made on a deal that lost Libya's government more than $1 billion when financial bets turned sour. The Libyan fund estimates that Goldman made $350 million in upfront profit on the trades, with the bank arguing that its profits are irrelevant. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines in international papers. From China, the Global Times reports that Israeli politicians have decided to postpone by 1 week a planned vote on a controversial bill due to political quarrels that could possibly threaten the stability of the governing coalition. The first round of voting was originally scheduled for Wednesday. However, after Justice Ministers Hizbi Libni and Finance Minister Yair Lapid announced that they and their parties will vote against it, efforts were set in motion by Israeli politicians to delay the vote. And finally, Germany's Deutsche Welle reports that Iran and 6 major powers failed to resolve 12 months of talks on Tehran's nuclear ambitions, but gave themselves another 7 months to overcome their outstanding differences and forge a deal. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani spoke on state television after the announcement, saying he remained confident that an agreement would be reached. And for more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.